Hello, friends. Welcome to this 30-minute guided meditation suitable for both beginning meditators and those with more experience, following the techniques taught by Paramahansa Yogananda. So for today, what I thought I might do is we can explore the idea of meditating with super consciousness. This is using some tips and an exercise from Swami Kriyananda's book, Awaken to Super Consciousness, How to Use Meditation for Inner Peace, Intuitive Guidance, and Greater Awareness. So I thought I would read for you first is somewhat of an explanation that he had about super consciousness, which you can also visualize as cosmic consciousness, or the force that's behind all things, within all things, the driving motivator behind the creation, sustaining, and renewing of the universe. He says, super consciousness exists between the conscious and subconscious states. This is because both super consciousness and the subconscious can induce mental peace. Super consciousness has been described as residing at a fine dividing line between the conscious and subconscious minds. You might put it this way, as physically we live in a three-dimensional universe. If we reduce those three dimensions to one, such as the straight horizon or the line between the eyebrows, and gaze at that line intently, it is easier to penetrate beyond this three-dimensional world and enter the divine world, which has no dimensions. Similarly, if we can catch the rest point between two breaths, or the rest points in nature when the sun changes its direction relative to the earth or to our position on the earth, it is easier for us then to penetrate beyond this three-dimensional world into super consciousness. Sounds kind of perfect for this time of year with the solstice just happening. So let's do a little exercise then. This is also from the same book. It says, develop the ability to pass at will from one state of consciousness to another. A helpful practice in this way is to ally your state of consciousness with the position of your eyes. So let's start by looking down, closing your eyes. Feel yourself drifting downward as if sinking through water, through forests of waving seaweed, ever deeper into a green, misty world. Enjoy this pleasant sense of freedom from earthly responsibilities, from demanding projects, from fears, from worldly ambitions. Affirm mentally, through slowly drifting waters, I sink into subconsciousness. And now, with a quick burst of willpower, open your eyes and gaze straight ahead. Shake off the last clinging tendrils of passivity, and affirm, with a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. And now, look upward and affirm, I awake in thy light. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy light. With your attention fixed then at the point between the eyebrows. Imagine looking through that point at a line on the horizon, maybe a distant mountaintop, or looking out to sea, a calm, peaceful day. The sun rising over the horizon, dispelling clouds of passivity, worries and cares, worldly ambitions. Awake in thy light. I am joyful, I am free. I awake in thy light. Let's take a double breath through the nose, short, long. Tensing the body. Exhaling through the mouth, short, long. Keeping the gaze fixed upward. And again, inhaling and tensing. Exhaling, relaxing and feeling. Freeing trapped energy. Lifting our minds so we are relaxed in the body and alert in our consciousness. Imagining the light of the rising sun pouring in. Warming your heart, warming your spine. You should feel your gaze beginning to sink downward, back into that misty green world with a burst of energy. Bring it back to parallel, maybe opening the eyes for a moment. Rise to greet the world. And closing your eyes, inhaling again. And lifting your attention back to the spiritual eye. Exhale. I am free. Rays of the sun lifting you. Joining with the superconscious, cosmic vibration, cosmic consciousness, permeating all things. Watching the breath. Noticing perhaps those points between the inhale and exhale, those rest points between breaths. I awake in thy light. I am joyful, I am free. I awake in thy light. Maybe you notice there are moments when the breath seems to still, becomes more and more subtle. Embrace those moments of breathlessness, opportunities. Become super conscious. Part of all it is. I am free. And when the breath begins again, you can remind yourself, I am awake in thy light. Let's do the triple breath now. Inhaling short, short, long through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth, short, short, long. Your attention at that fine horizon line between the subconscious and the conscious. Picturing yourself perhaps as the bird taking wing as the sun rises to midday, effortlessly soaring. This higher state of awareness. Held aloft and nurtured by cosmic consciousness. Divine light. I am joyful, I am free, I awake in thy light. In this place, higher awareness, intuition comes, answers to prayers, new perspectives, solutions to issues or concerns, not by forcing, but by opening and becoming receptive. So you may choose now to consider something that a situation or a person who needs light, answers to a problem or a perspective, holding it up there at the spiritual eye, and listening with your heart for the divine response. or you may choose to pray mentally with me. From the Whispers from Eternity, Prayer Demands by Paramahansa Yogananda. Prayer demand for devotion. Father, I hold my heart in my folded hands. Teach me to saturate my prayers with thy love. Give me the simple, sincere devotion toward thee of a child. Teach me to realize thee behind the voice of my prayer. Teach me to feel thy breath flowing in my breath. Teach me to cognize thy presence in my emotions. Teach me to perceive thy wisdom in my understanding. Teach me to sense thy all-pervading life in my life. Oh, flood my senses with thy light. That little bird has come to land softly, highest branches of a tree. The sun is up in the sky. Soft breezes. Everything glowing. Life-giving cosmic consciousness. Within your body itself, let's do an inhale. Bringing that light in, exhale. Dispelling darkness as if it never was. Inhale again. Squeezing gently with the body, exhale. Relax and feel lightness in every part of the body, in the heart, in the mind. The assurance that we live in this light, we awake in this light. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.